You look at a bowl of fresh, crisp green salad, and you see the picture of health. You have been told your whole life that eating more vegetables is the key to longevity, and in many ways that is true. But I need you to pause for a moment and listen very closely, because if you are over the age of 60, that innocent-looking bowl of salad could be a hidden trap. Under the right conditions, it could be the meal that sends you straight to the emergency room with a life-threatening infection or silently sabotages the very medications that keep you alive. This is not fear-mongering. These urgent warnings are based on hard data and recent alerts from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the FDA, and top clinical nutrition research designed specifically to protect older adults. Today, we are going to be health detectives. We are exposing the 12 deadly salad mistakes that seniors make every single day, often thinking they are being healthy. And you must stay with me because mistake number 9 involves a dangerous, invisible interaction with a common blood thinner medication that could cause internal bleeding. If you want to protect your health and learn the truth, please subscribe to our Ageless Vitality channel right now so you do not miss any important warnings. Are you ready to learn the truth about your salad? Let's go. Before we open the list of mistakes, we need to understand the root cause. Why is a salad that is so good for a robust 30-year-old suddenly dangerous for someone over 60? The problem is not the lettuce or the tomatoes or the cucumbers. The problem is that the landscape inside your own body has changed significantly over the decades. To understand this, think of your body's defense system like an ancient fortress designed to keep invaders out. When you were young, the walls of that fortress, which is the delicate lining of your gut, were thick, strong, and impenetrable. The moat around the fortress was filled with powerful stomach acid. This acid was deep and strong enough to destroy almost any bacterial invader that tried to cross it. And your soldiers, your immune system, were young, fast, aggressive, and highly trained at spotting enemies instantly. But after 60, your fortress is different. Time has taken its toll. The walls of your gut are thinner and more fragile. The acid moat is shallower and less acidic, meaning more bacteria can survive the crossing into your intestines. And your soldiers, your immune system, are older. They are slower to react. They get tired more easily, and sometimes they do not recognize a new enemy until it is too late. This means that a small amount of bacteria like E. coli or Listeria that a younger body would easily defeat without you even noticing can now breach your aging defenses. Once inside, they can multiply rapidly and cause a severe life-threatening infection that attacks your whole system. We are going to walk through the 12 hidden dangers one by one. We will use science to disarm these traps together. Let's start right here with the first group. These are the invisible killers, the threats related to food safety that you cannot see, taste, or smell. First mistake, the quick rinse delusion. This is without a doubt the most common mistake people make. You grab a head of fresh romaine lettuce or a bunch of spinach. It looks clean enough, so you give it a quick 5-second rinse under cold running water, give it a shake, and chop it into your bowl. You think it is safe? It is not. Science tells us that harmful bacteria do not just sit loosely on the surface of leaves waiting to be washed away. Microscopic imaging shows that bacteria like E. coli and Salmonella have tiny hooks and a sticky biofilm that allow them to cling tightly to the rough ridges and crevices of green leaves. Think of them like tiny superglue stickers hiding in the folds of the leaf. A quick splash of plain water does almost nothing to remove them. The CDC has investigated many serious outbreaks of food poisoning linked to leafy greens over the years. For a young, healthy person, this might mean a few days of an upset stomach. But for an older adult with a weakened immune system, this is not just a tummy ache. It can lead to severe dehydration, hospitalization, kidney failure, and even death. You cannot just rinse, you must wash thoroughly and correctly. We will talk about the exact safe 3-step method to do that later in this video. Second mistake, the pre-wash trap. You are busy and you want to eat healthy, so you buy those convenient bags of plastic packaged salad mix that say triple washed or ready to eat in big letters. You open the bag, dump it straight into your bowl, and add dressing. It seems so easy and safe. Please stop trusting those labels with your health. While convenient, these bags create a perfect moist environment for bacteria to thrive. Even if they were washed at the factory, if just a few bacteria survived or got in during packaging, they can multiply while the bag sits in the supply chain truck or on the grocery store shelf. One bacteria in particular, called Listeria, is a major threat. Unlike most bacteria, Listeria can continue to grow even at cool refrigerator temperatures. It is particularly dangerous for older adults, pregnant women, and those with weakened immune systems. The FDA advises that older adults are at a higher risk of developing serious illness from produce, especially pre-cut and bagged items. Even if the bag says washed, do not trust it. Treat it as if it is dirty. Always rewash it yourself thoroughly before eating. It is one extra step that could save your life. Third mistake, the bacterial sponge. You like to add a little fresh crunch and texture to your salad, so you throw in a handful of raw alfalfa sprouts or bean sprouts. They look incredibly healthy and fresh, like the essence of life. But according to the FDA, raw sprouts are one of the single most dangerous foods for seniors to eat. Think of how sprouts are grown. They need warm and very humid conditions to sprout from seeds. These are the exact same conditions that are absolutely perfect for breeding massive amounts of dangerous bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli. Because of the way sprouts grow, the bacteria do not just sit on the outside. They get sucked right into the internal structure of the sprout as it grows. Think of a sprout like a tiny bacterial sponge. You cannot wash them clean because the bacteria are inside the plant tissues. The only way to make sprouts safe to eat is to cook them thoroughly until they are steaming hot all the way through. Eating them raw on a salad is like gambling with your health. Fourth mistake, the temperature danger zone. You made a big, beautiful potato salad or a large green salad with chicken for a family lunch. You left it sitting out on the kitchen counter or picnic table for 2 or 3 hours while everyone ate and talked before finally putting the leftovers in the fridge. This is a huge food safety mistake. Bacteria love room temperature. The range between 40 degrees and 140 degrees Fahrenheit is known as the danger zone. In this temperature range, bacteria can double in number in as little as 20 minutes. By the time you put that salad back in the fridge hours later, it could be teeming with enough toxic bacteria to overwhelm your aging digestive system. Never leave cut produce or prepared salads out of the refrigerator for more than 2 hours. If it is a hot summer day over 90 degrees, that safe time drops to just 1 hour. Before we move to the next section, let me ask you a quick question. Be honest with me. Have you ever eaten a triple-washed bagged salad straight from the bag without washing it again yourself? If you have, just type the number 1 in the comments below. It helps me know we are all learning together and being honest about our habits. Now, let us move to the second group of mistakes. These are the nutritional saboteurs, the mistakes that turn a bowl of healthy vegetables into something that actively harms your body over time. Fifth mistake, the sugar and salt bath. You start with good intentions. You make a bowl of healthy greens, cucumbers, and tomatoes, but then you drown it in a thick layer of store-bought creamy dressing like Ranch Caesar or Thousand Island. You just turned your healthy meal into a salt and sugar bomb. Most commercial bottled dressings are highly processed foods packed with hidden sodium-added sugars to make them taste good and unhealthy saturated or trans fats to make them creamy. Studies show that a typical serving of just 2 tablespoons can contain hundreds of milligrams of sodium and several teaspoons of added sugar. And let's be honest, most people use way more than just 2 tiny tablespoons on a big salad. For an older adult, this excess sodium raises blood pressure, puts tremendous strain on your heart and kidneys, and can lead to uncomfortable fluid retention and swelling in your legs. The added sugars spike your blood glucose levels, increasing your risk of weight gain and type 2 diabetes, which is already a major issue for many seniors. It is like taking a beautiful, healthy picture and painting over it with toxic paint. Sixth mistake, the protein desert. You think you are being virtuous and dieting by eating a salad for lunch that is 100% vegetables. Just greens, cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, and maybe some peppers. It looks colorful and healthy, but you are missing the most important building block your aging body desperately needs: protein. As we get older, our bodies become much less efficient at processing the protein we eat to build and repair muscle. At the same time, we naturally start to lose muscle mass every year, a condition doctors call sarcopenia. This muscle loss leads to weakness, frailty, difficulty doing daily tasks, and a much higher risk of dangerous life-changing falls. Research from the National Institutes of Health clearly shows that older adults need significantly more protein in their diet to maintain their muscle mass and strength than younger adults do. A salad without a good source of complete protein like eggs, chicken, fish, beans, or tofu is just a bowl of fiber and water. It is not a complete meal, and it will not keep your muscles strong. You are trying to build a strong house without any bricks. Seventh mistake, the hidden sodium mines. You know you should watch your salt intake, so you skip using the salt shaker at the table. You think you are doing good, but then you load your salad with tasty, flavorful toppings. A handful of salty cured olives, a generous sprinkle of feta blue cheese or parmesan, a few slices of processed deli meat like salami, ham, or bacon bits, and a big scoop of crunchy seasoned croutons. You have just unknowingly created a sodium minefield in your bowl. Each one of these toppings is incredibly high in salt on its own. Processed meats and cheeses are some of the biggest sources of hidden sodium in the modern diet. When you combine them, you can easily exceed your entire daily recommended sodium limit in just one meal. For seniors, especially those who already have high blood pressure, heart failure, or kidney issues, this hidden salt load can be disastrous, leading to fluid buildup, breathing difficulties, and emergency hospitalizations. You need to treat these toppings like potent spices, not like main ingredients. Use them sparingly, if at all. Eighth mistake, the wrong fat fear. You grew up in the diet era where all fat was considered bad. So out of habit, you order your salad with no dressing, or you use a fat-free dressing that is loaded with sugar instead to make up for the lack of flavor. This is a mistake based on old, outdated science. Your body needs healthy fats to absorb the powerful vitamins locked inside your vegetables. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are what scientists call fat-soluble vitamins. This means they can only be absorbed from your digestive tract into your bloodstream if they are eaten along with some dietary fat. The fat acts like a carrier vehicle for the vitamins. If you eat a bowl of spinach and carrots without any fat at all, your body cannot absorb most of the vitamin K for your bones or the vitamin A for your eyes. You are just letting all those precious nutrients pass right through you and down the toilet. You do not need bad, unhealthy fats, but you absolutely need good, healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil, avocado, or a few nuts and seeds to unlock the full nutritional power of your salad. We still have vital information to cover in the next part of this video. We are about to enter the medical minefield. These are the mistakes that involve dangerous interactions with your medications and your specific health conditions. Mistake number 9 is critical for anyone taking a common blood thinner, and mistake number 10 could be causing silent damage to your kidneys. We also still need to talk about the 5 safe ways to fix all these mistakes so you can enjoy salads without fear. Let's keep going on this journey to protect your health. We have talked about the invisible dangers of bacteria and the nutritional mistakes that rob your body of what it needs. But now we must turn our attention to something even more serious. Please sharpen your focus. We are about to enter the medical minefield. These next four mistakes are not just about eating healthy. They are about dangerous interactions between your food, your specific medical conditions, and the life-saving medications you take every day. 9. The Warfarin clash. This is perhaps the most dangerous medical mistake related to salads, and it affects millions of older adults who take blood thinners, specifically Warfarin, often known by the brand name Coumadin. Doctors prescribe Warfarin to prevent dangerous blood clots that could lead to a stroke or heart attack. It works by blocking the action of vitamin K in your body. Think of vitamin K as the body's natural clotting agent. It helps your blood stick together to stop bleeding when you get a cut. Warfarin does the opposite. It thins your blood by opposing vitamin K. Now here is the problem. Dark leafy green vegetables like spinach, kale, collard greens, and Swiss chard are some of the richest sources of vitamin K on the planet. When you eat a big salad packed with these greens, you are flooding your body with a massive dose of vitamin K. This sudden influx of vitamin K fights directly against your Warfarin medication. It makes the medicine less effective. This can cause your blood to become too thick, increasing your risk of developing a dangerous, life-threatening blood clot. Conversely, if you suddenly stop eating greens after eating them regularly, your blood can become dangerously thin, increasing your risk of serious internal bleeding. Many seniors make the mistake of thinking, "I'm on a blood thinner, so I can never eat a salad again." That is not true. The key is consistency. Think of vitamin K and your medication like two kids on a seesaw. You need to keep them perfectly balanced. You cannot eat a giant spinach salad 3 days in a row and then zero greens for the next 4 days. That makes the seesaw crash up and down violently. If you take Warfarin, you must keep your intake of vitamin K-rich foods stable from day to day. You need to work closely with your doctor or anticoagulation clinic. They will monitor your blood levels, the INR test, and adjust your medication dose to match your typical diet. Never make a drastic change to how many greens you eat without telling your doctor first. 10th mistake, the kidney overload. This mistake is for the millions of seniors living with chronic kidney disease, often called CKD. Many people think a salad is always the best choice for their kidneys. But some very popular and healthy salad ingredients are packed with minerals that damaged kidneys struggle to filter out, specifically potassium and phosphorus. Let's look at some common salad staples. Tomatoes, avocados, and many nuts and seeds like sunflower seeds are all very high in potassium. For a healthy person, potassium is great for blood pressure. But if your kidneys are damaged, they cannot remove excess potassium from your blood efficiently. When potassium levels get too high, it can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia, which can cause dangerous, irregular heart rhythms and even sudden cardiac arrest. Similarly, many cheese toppings and processed dressing ingredients are high in phosphorus. High phosphorus levels in kidney patients can pull calcium from bones, making them weak and cause dangerous calcifications in the heart and blood vessels. If you have CKD, you cannot just assume a big salad loaded with tomatoes, avocado, and seeds is safe. You need to know your personal potassium and phosphorus limits as determined by your kidney doctor and dietitian. You may need to choose lower potassium vegetables like cucumbers, radishes, or lettuce and limit high potassium toppings to stay safe. 11th mistake, the digestive assault. This mistake is for anyone with a sensitive gut or conditions like irritable bowel syndrome (IBS). You eat a big, healthy salad, and an hour later your stomach is bloated tight and painfully distended like you swallowed a basketball. You have terrible gas or urgent diarrhea. Why does this happen? Raw vegetables are very high in a type of tough and soluble fiber. For a healthy gut, this fiber is a good thing. It acts like a scrub brush. But for a sensitive or inflamed gut, that scrub brush feels like sandpaper. It is difficult to digest and can cause irritation. Furthermore, many common salad ingredients like raw onions, garlic broccoli, cauliflower, and certain beans are high in specific fermentable sugars called FODMAPs. When these sugars reach your colon, they become a feast for gut bacteria. The bacteria ferment them, rapidly producing large amounts of gas. This leads to painful bloating and distress. If you have a sensitive gut, pouring a huge bowl of raw, fibrous gas producing vegetables into your system is like sending a loud, rowdy crowd into a quiet library. Chaos ensues. You may need to cook your vegetables to soften the fiber, or choose lower FODMAP options like spinach, carrots, and cucumbers to keep your gut calm. 12th mistake, the timing error. This final mistake is about when you eat your salad, not just what is in it. Many seniors try to be healthy by having a big salad for a light late dinner. But if you suffer from GERD acid reflux or heartburn, which becomes much more common as we age, this can be a big mistake. Salads are voluminous. They fill up your stomach quickly. They also often contain acidic ingredients like vinegar-based dressings, tomatoes, or citrus fruits, which can trigger acid production. If you eat a large volume of acidic food and then lie down flat in bed an hour or two later, gravity is no longer helping keep that acid down in your stomach. It can easily splash back up into your esophagus, causing painful heartburn and damaging the delicate lining of your throat while you sleep. If you have reflux, try to eat your salad earlier in the day for lunch. If you must have it for dinner, make it a smaller portion and ensure you stay upright for at least 3 hours before going to bed to allow your stomach to empty. Wow. That was a lot of heavy information. We have covered bacterial threats, nutritional gaps, and serious medical interactions. It can feel overwhelming. You might be looking at a head of lettuce right now and feeling afraid to touch it, but I do not want to leave you feeling afraid. I want to leave you feeling empowered. We are entering the final chapter now. The solutions. Salad is not the enemy. Ignorance is the enemy. When you know the rules, you can turn this meal back into a powerful ally for your health. Here are the 5 safe ways to fix these mistakes and enjoy salads without fear. Safe fix. Number 1. Master the 3-step wash. Forget the quick rinse. To be safe, you need a system. Step 1. Wash your hands thoroughly with soap and warm water for 20 seconds before handling any produce. Step 2. Separate the leaves of your greens. Submerge them in a large, clean bowl of cool water. Swish them around vigorously to loosen dirt and bacteria. Let the grit settle to the bottom. Step 3. Lift the greens out of the water into a colander and give them a final rinse under running water. Then, and this is key, dry them thoroughly with a clean paper towel or a salad spinner. Bacteria love moisture, so drying is a crucial final step. Safe fix. Number 2. Become a dressing mixologist. Ditch the unhealthy store-bought bottles. Making your own safe, delicious dressing takes 2 minutes. Use the golden ratio, 1 part acid to 3 parts oil. Start with a healthy base like extra virgin olive oil, which is great for your heart. Add an acid like fresh lemon juice or apple cider vinegar. Then add flavor with dried herbs, a tiny pinch of salt and pepper, or a little mustard. Shake it up in a jar. You now have a dressing with no hidden sugar, unhealthy fats, or excess chemicals. Safe fix. Number 3. Always add the bricks. Never eat a salad that is just vegetables. Always ask yourself, where is the protein? Make it a habit to add a solid source of protein to every bowl. Hard-boiled eggs are perfect and easy. Grilled chicken breast, tinned tuna, or salmon, canned beans that have been rinsed, or cubes of firm tofu are all excellent choices. This turns your salad into a complete muscle-supporting meal that will keep you full for hours. Safe fix. Number 4. Know your personal medical rules. If you have a medical condition, there is no one-size-fits-all salad. If you are on Warfarin, consistency is your golden rule. Eat about the same amount of greens every day and communicate with your doctor. If you have kidney disease, you must know your personal potassium and phosphorus limits. Work with a renal dietitian to create a list of safe and limit vegetables and toppings for your specific stage of disease. Don't guess. Safe fix number 5. Respect your gut. If raw salads hurt your stomach, do not force yourself to eat them. Try steaming or lightly sautéing your greens and vegetables instead. This softens the tough fiber, making it much easier to digest while still giving you the nutrients. Or try a chopped salad. Chop all your ingredients into very tiny pieces. This does some of the hard work of digestion for your body, making it less taxing on your gut. It is not about being perfect. It is about being wiser today than you were yesterday. Before I let you go, I have a small favor to ask. Which of these 12 mistakes surprised you the most today? Are you a quick rinser or someone who has been scared of dressing fat? Please be honest and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else to make a simple but powerful change for their health. And if this video helped you understand your aging body a little better, please click the share button. Send this video to your friends or family members over 60. You might save them from a dangerous medication interaction or a bout of food poisoning. Sharing knowledge is an act of love. And listen closely, because our journey into hidden food dangers is not over. In fact, it is just beginning. We talked today about how salads can interact with blood thinners. But there is another very common, healthy breakfast fruit that is even more notoriously dangerous when mixed with certain heart medications, especially statins for cholesterol and some blood pressure drugs. It is a fruit that acts like a monkey wrench thrown into the machinery of your liver, causing your medicines to build up to toxic levels in your blood. If you are taking pills for your heart or cholesterol, you absolutely need to know about this forbidden fruit. I have created a special video just to warn you about this major danger. It is called Why Seniors Should Never Eat Grapefruit If They Take These Meds. This is life-saving information that every older adult needs to hear. Click on that video that is on your screen right now. Let's go over there together and make sure your breakfast is not secretly sabotaging your health. Please subscribe to the channel so we can keep learning together. Stay safe, stay curious, and keep nourishing your ageless vitality with wisdom.